What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well today. Before we start, please smash that like button for me. It's really helping out the last couple of videos. We're with the Red Sea Reefer 350 again. I can't believe it's Friday. I feel like all of the days are just blending in the last couple of months, and I'm just kind of losing track of time. Before we know it, summer's gonna be over and the kids are gonna be back into school and everything. But here's the tank, how it's looking. At a glance, everything's looking great, or really puffy, full and all that. But if you've been following along the last 2 weeks, we know that my tank has an alkalinity issue where I tested with the HANA checker and my alk was coming out to 5.8, I believe, and that kind of blew my mind, but it explains why my Space Invader is receding back like this. It was kind of way worse, and I got another one down here. He's looking bad too, but for the last 2 weeks I've been testing the tank almost like every day, and every day I kind of noted where the alk was, and I'll try to dose some of this. All for Reef by Tropic Marin. It has a mixture of calcium, magnesium, and other trace elements. So I've been kind of testing, and then I'll add a little bit, like 2 ml a day, and then I upped it to 4 ml a day, and then I started seeing my alk up at the upper 7 range, like 7.8, and for a couple of days I did not dose anything, and I noticed the tank alk climb up to 8.2, so I kind of stopped there at 8.2, just testing to see where it kind of lands and everything. With the low alkalinity, I've been thinking about it a lot the past 2 weeks and how it got so low, because my tank, it looks like it's thriving, but a couple of times my ATO ran out of RODI water, and usually I mix in calc with that RODI water. This is the product that I use right here. Let me pull this off the ground. This Reef Kalkwasser by Seachem. It's a big old jug. Pretty cheap. I got it off of Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description if you guys are looking for something like this. But I use Kalkwasser to kind of keep everything stable, and it's easy. It's easier than doing the 2-part at the time. So all I do is mix it into my RODI water, and the RODI kicks on to fill the water, and at the same time it's dosing it with the calc. Now a couple of times, more than probably 4 or 5 times, my RODI reservoir ran out, and instead of mixing in the calc and putting in the Kalkwasser mix, I was impatient, and I used RODI, straight RODI water, and poured it into my sump to get the water level back up, so the salinity is back to normal. But I think in doing that, it caused my alkalinity to kind of go down, and I was not monitoring or not testing for a while, and I think that's the reason why it went all the way down to 5.8, and that's pretty low. Now with the tank, I don't know, like all of the anemones, they look great. So if you look at this guy right here, he's as big as a little basketball. I don't know, my hand, this is like bigger than my hand, and he's just staying put, and he's not splitting at all. And I have a couple of rainbow anemones on the side and in the back right here. One that was on this rock. When I went off to camp, it split 2 times for me, so 1 turned into 3. So there's 1, 2, and then in the back of this PVC there's another small one. So one anemone split 3 times within 2 days. So I think something's going on with my tank to cause it to split, but who knows. Up top right here with the monti cap, I'm doing a little experiment. I noticed it kind of bleaching a little bit. It used to be a bigger piece up top, shading the bottom piece right here. You see the white where it was shaded. So I broke it up. I broke it up by hand, and I kind of fragged it up right here. I want to do a little experiment since this piece is getting light now. I'm wondering if it would color back up, or would it just stay white like that. So we'll see what happens, and I'll be sure to update you guys. Moving across right here, the Duncan. I don't even know how many heads is on there now. I originally started with just 1 head. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about 10 heads of Duncan right there. It's a pretty fast grower. Moving down, had the little bird's nest, and this new piece right here. Buddy Russell, he gave me this, he sold this to me. He called it a weeping willow. At first I didn't believe that there was a difference between this guy and some of these guys back here, but looking at it right now, it's more thick, and let's see how long it gets and everything to be a weeping willow. More anemones here on the bottom, and over here there's a big cluster. It's kind of morphing into different colors. Sorry, I have this eShops acclimation box with the frags up here, but yeah, I can't get a good shot of the anemones, but you can see right there, there's different colors and they're morphing into different colorations. They all seem happy as well. And Superman, Rhodactis, and hairy mushrooms back there. They look good as well. Torches look good. Sunny, I know you commented on the purple torch when I shot the first video. It was kind of short and stubby, and you thought it was a cristata. I have one back here in one of the jars. It's kind of messy, but I learned that you can't mix those 2 torches together, so that's why I have it separated down here. And the tank, I'm just kind of out of space to place it, and I don't want to place it up on the rocks because the anemones move all over like crazy. Down here, frog spawns, a hybrid frog spawn, purple tip hammer, and this one's a frog spawn as well. The GSP looks well. This part right here is kind of annoyed because I was scraping glass earlier today, and I accidentally went a little too far, and I touched this piece, so it's a little agitated, so it's not all out and fluffy today. Tank is just kind of running along. We're just running into little hiccups here and there. The space invaders, I'm trying to feed them reeferoids at night, and at night I do see the center right there kind of puff up and everything, so hopefully they'll recover and everything would be back to normal, and I won't lose these 2 pieces. All the fish are here, they're okay. The Frag Rack, if you watched the last episode, I put up about 28 frags of the pallies up here, and I put huge chunks of pallies in here as well. And you know what? This guy right here, the Regal yellow belly blue tang, dude, he or she is so destructive. I don't know if she's doing it for fun or if she's just gobbling it up. So one day I come down here, a bunch of my frag plugs are empty or they're on the floor. You see it down here. They just toss it all over. But then she's eating the pallies, so I don't know. She has a taste for the pallies, and I'm not too attached to it either. So I think I'm gonna post her up for sale or just trade her into the local fish store, because she's getting kind of big anyways, and this tank is not suitable for all of these tanks. And I've been getting a little hate from the tank police for having all of these tanks in here. Someone went into the comment section and made a comment about American standards, and he said in his country he would get a lot of hate for this, and he proceeded to make comments about Americans, and then he went and started putting thumbs down on a whole bunch of my videos. But rest assured, this is not the end-all tank for me. I'm already planning to kind of expand on this tank or move on from this tank, because I want to keep all of my fish, you know. So this tank's pretty small. We'll talk about this another day. I want to expand to another tank and different brand, but we can discuss about it another day when the topic comes up again. Anyways, guys, I feel like I'm rambling on, but overall the reef tank is doing well. The anemones are doing well. Corals like this bubble coral, the Duncan, everything's doing well except for my space invader, which I'm hoping it's gonna recover, and my monti cap. I noticed it kind of bleaching back and started breaking it up to frag and everything. And this is an experiment. We're hoping that the white part right there, now it has the light on it, it would come back to life. If you guys have any experience with monti caps, and if they do come back or do they just die off, let me know in the comment section below. I would like to learn more about these monti caps right here. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Sorry, I'm just rambling on. I don't really have a specific topic or anything, but I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.